Hi guys, hi everyone. We have today with us Siddhant. Siddhant, we have this myth going on that you can recover the complete MBA ka fees, kind of a cashback policy from your participating in events. Because today every event is having a prize money of 3 to 4 lakhs. So we also have our event, but that's not a big amount of money. That's around 15,000 to be won. So anyone who want to participate, they can check out the link. But the major events which happens at IIMs and other colleges, they have a fees, they have a prize money of around 3 to 4 lakhs. So it's a hypothetical scenario that if I participate in all the events, I can recover all my fees. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So is it possible? Because as far as I know, you are one of the person who participate a lot. So that's my question number one. Do you get enough time to participate in that many events?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, thank you for inviting me here. Second of all, yeah, time management is definitely an issue, and especially in the first year, you are overwhelmed with a lot of studies, academics, lot of stuff going on. Sports is happening, a lot of on. If you are on campus, something is happening every day, right? So apart from that, you get time on weekends though, but then there are a lot of these competitions, especially before your summer internships in that first and second term. There's a lot of competitions that come up. So yes, time management is an issue, but then like I've won a couple of them now. So, but then what I can say is through multiple participation only you get the gist of it. Like the first, let's say 10 competitions, I did not even clear the preliminary round. So keeping on participating and keeping on that, like making a team, good team, all those things matter a lot. But yes, time management is an issue. But preliminary round are something that we can manage. It's mostly a half an hour quiz on D2C or some platform. So yes, that is kind of manageable, at least to participate or at least start in. But once you start clearing the rounds, like once you start clearing the quizzes and you have to make decks and presentations, that becomes increasingly difficult. So that is the point where we have to have a trade-off and we need to decide.
Right. I don't know the scenario today, but if you want consulting, shortlisting of the resume for the consulting or big companies, then either you have a very good academic record or B, you participate as much as you can. It used to be at our time that used to be one of the criteria for selection, that if you have participated enough, so it kind of ring the bell in nature कि नहीं यार ये बंदा अच्छा है ये कर लेगा. So is the same thing happens today in your college as well, or is just early used to happen like that?
I mean, definitely, sir, that is a criteria. The extracurricular and the achievements part gets lit up. I mean, it gives you very extra weightage if you have a good competition and you've won or you're the national finalist. So it is a highlight or the star that we see. I mean, I am also going to a consulting firm for my intern, and though I did not win anything before my summers, but yes, if you have any good case form on your CV, that definitely helps.
Will help, of course, will help that way. Superb,
Yeah.
superb. So, can you tell us about this event about the VR that we are conducting at IIM Bangalore? So, I'll just share the screen. Yeah, so we have this case study contest. So, what is the value of a case study contest? If I participate as a participant or on my resume, what is the value of participating in events like this? Okay, for example, the first question which I'm going to ask, which my dad is going to ask me, कि तू साला CAT छोड़ के ये सब time pass कर रहा है, तो focus on your CAT preparation. So how will a student should convince his parents कि why he should participate or convince himself?
No, no, definitely. So that is a question that is there in everybody's mind. But like to give you context, I mean, I participated a lot in my undergrad also. I was a part of Delhi University, and we used to do a lot of case competition there as well. And to answer the in a general context, case competitions are something that give you the opportunity to apply your business sense, to apply whatever you are learning or whatever ideas you have to an actual company. Most of these case competitions are with tie-ups with major, let's say, corporates like a Godrej or a Tata, right, or a PwC. So you get to apply your solutions in an actual scenario that the company is facing. So the companies and all, they get a lot of good ideas from the students. But the value add from the student side is that I mean, even before doing an MBA, while doing an MBA, definitely whatever we learn in class, we are applying that consistently. But case study competitions in general are a lot of value add to yourself in terms of learning also, and also in terms of your CV. So if you have something to write about, let's say in a IIM Bangalore SOP, so in your interview also, your interviewer might be very interested that you're already doing case forms in your undergrad, and and therefore you can drive your interview that way also. And plus in your CV, while shortlisting, it definitely helps. because not a lot of people do it.
Right.
So it's a unique point that you can talk about.
Exactly. See, these kind of things will give you the brownie points in the interview. It's not like that you are going to get a job because you participate in the case study content. अरे बेटा तुमने participate कर लिया है तुम्हें हम job दे देंगे. So yeah, our 4 years of degree, my engineering 4 year of degree, BCom 3 degree have no value. तो ये तो बहुत छोटी चीजें हैं यार आज की डेट में. So you should not go by this. But yeah, they're good on the resume. They'll give you the brownie points. Ki, yeah, he is doing something. So that's my advice to everyone. There should be, okay, in your resume, we will not stick to IIMB in general. How many points should be there for extracurricular activities?
I mean, that depends on the format and what the college allows. But on an average, let's say for a consulting or a finance resume, if you have WorkX, then the WorkX and the achievements and extracurriculars should be roughly equal for a good consult profile. Like if we have 30% of your WorkX achievements and extracurricular, and 10% is your academic, your sports and all. So that is a very good profile that we call out. And if you are looking into a specific sector that requires a lot of WorkX, let's say a Gen-Man role, then you expand your WorkX section. Or if you're looking into more of a marketing role, or if you are a fresher, then you expand your extracurricular section, because that is your differentiating factor in terms of uniqueness of your profile.
Right. Now coming to the main part of the day, can I recover all my costs? But suppose let's take an average MBA fees around 20 lakhs. So is it possible to recover complete to 20 lakhs only by participating in events? The best case scenario or an average case scenario? Let's talk about both the scenes.
Right, definitely. Best case scenario, you might win a lot. I mean, first of all, you will have to either be very smart to win it the first time you are participating. But if you are a normal person like me and you're getting experience as you go on and you're not winning everything, right? So that is very, very difficult, because otherwise you're doing case comps each and every day, and you only have 24 hours in a day, right? So it's going to be very, very difficult to recover the entire amount. I mean, mostly the higher amount case comps come from corporates directly for these school students. So all these big corporate Indian corporates, they have their own case challenges, which have like 1.5, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs as a prize money. But again, that TDS is deducted, and it will be split around your team of 2 to 3 members or 4 members. So it gets bought down. So doing that many case comps and winning that many case comps is a stretch. I mean, I would not consider it very much possible if you are doing other things in your life.
Right. It's not like engineering days that one paper presentation once you make one paper and then you're copy pasting everywhere. Here, every case is a new case. Every time is a new set. So it's not possible. Okay. So 100% you can't. Of course, a team. I was not able to. People think, yeah, 3 lakh. If I win per event, I can then, if I win 5 events, I'm earning 15 lakhs. It's not like that. You have a team. And like you said, if you're average, you're not that great, then make sure the team together, you 3 or 4 people have all the qualities which are required. So then you can survive, or you can win events. All right. So best case scenario, that's the best case scenario, not possible complete. So on average, how much I can win? So my point of view is around 2 lakh you can win aram se per event. If you have 2 people participating, the event price is around 3-4 lakhs. So 1.5 to 2 lakhs you can get. And 2 events if you win, so 3-4 lakhs, 5 lakhs, up to 5 lakhs, 4 lakhs coming from that side. And your summer placement, which is earning around 3 to 4 lakhs again. So you can get around 8. If I stretch it out for second draft, so if I participate, I can make it up to 10 lakhs. So is it possible if I combine my summer internship and the winnings booty out of these events, can I collect up to 10 lakhs?
I mean, yes, sir, it's possible, definitely possible. But again, 2 lakhs per person per event is still a stretch. I mean, these corporates will pay you 2 lakhs before TDS and with a team of
TDS,
generally it's around 50K if it's a very good competition and you win it first position. 50K per person is the average. 50 to 60K is what you can make out. Okay. And calculating, I mean, you can participate in multiple, and probably in the second year you'll win a lot more. So 10 lakhs is reasonable, but then again you'll have to, I mean, consider it very passionately and participate in a lot of case competitions.
Right. Because this topic is very in thing today, because ROI and everything is very high. Not ROI, sorry. The fees of the colleges is quite high, and everyone is thinking like how to recover my fees. And B school participate and kind of act as a very good way to do that. But guys, so make sure that you don't think beyond 50, 60,000 to max 1 lakh per winning. So though event in first year, 2 events in second year, I think that's more than sufficient. That's max we can do along with the college.
I mean, yes, sir. Total 5, 6 good competition.
5, 6 is good.
I mean, if you look at me, like my profile, I won 2 corporates and 2, 3 college events. So the college events are obviously much lesser prize money, but then they are more easier to win because the juries and all are professors and you're competing only against students. So that way. Or if you sometimes like let's say in a corporate event, I did not get cash. I got a iPad or something like that. So therefore, some of the winnings are also in kind. So
Right.
that is also a consideration. You not always do you get cash. But then if you are going on and winning an international event in say Spain or US, then that's a big deal, and then you might score directly 3, 4 lakhs in one go. But otherwise, no,
Right, no
that is a
different.
rare scenario.
हाँ तो बेटा चुपचाप पढ़ाई करो, लोन लो डैडी से या फिर बैंक से, एंड ट्राई डोंट थिंक टू मच एनी, एंड आई डोंट वांट टू फोकस टू मच ऑन दिस साइड दैट इफेक्ट्स योर academic record in other areas as well, because
Definitely.
excess of everything is bad. Right.
Definitely, sir. Even on the CV, I mean, no matter if you have 10 case forms, but your acads are not up to the mark, no company will consider it.
Right. Super.
So
True.
yeah, definitely.
True. Okay. So guys, the event, the link is given in the description box. So in case you want to participate, the link is still open for the next 7 days. So if you want to participate, please do participate. All right. So now let's talk about the CAT preparation. So because being a BCom, the first question that comes to the mind, I'll talk about your preparation later on कि maths कैसे पढ़ा. मेरे को सबका यही doubt रहता BCom, BMH, all the non-engineer कि sir maths नहीं हो पा रहा. I went for BCom, leaving science and engineering because of maths. And again, maths is going to come back and haunt me. So was you scared of maths as well? If yes, how you come out of this?
Definitely, sir. Maths is something that obviously in terms of percentile, I'm doing good as per my own standards. But again, even in the mocks and all, my percentile did not go up. But apparently, I ended up scoring the best percentile in quant in my actual CAT. So I mean it depends. So I was a good student in maths initially, but then the engineer fear in terms of CAT, in terms of quant, that these guys are quant gods, that definitely catches up to you as a non-engineer. So in terms of how I went about it was basically again the standard procedure, do all your basics and practice questions regularly. I was also working, so I did not have a lot of time during the day. So I made sure that in a week I gave at least 2 quant sectionals, and my mock in the weekend was also fixed. So that was my preparation strategy in terms of quants. Obviously, I dedicated much more time to quant than verbal because my verbal was better always. So that way, another major thing that helped me was identifying my strengths and weaknesses. Because let's say if I'm not good in number system, I kind of left the difficult questions there and rather try to focus on algebra or arithmetic, which were my strong areas. So that
I'm not going to
identification was very useful.
leave it that openly. I have this syllabus in front of me. Okay? So I want to go deep down because this is every non-engineer's problem area. Can you see the screen? Can you see the topics?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's have the arithmetic. So according to me, it's impossible to score 98 percentile plus in CAT any exam if you're weak in arithmetic. So I assume you might have focused more on arithmetic, and arithmetic might have been strong by the end of.
Yes, sir, definitely. Arithmetic was something that is also very intuitive, and it comes to you with practice. It is not very formula driven. So arithmetic was definitely one of my strong points and focus points also from the very beginning, because I used to find arithmetic comparatively easier than the others.
Right. And modern maths. What about the modern maths? All the topic logs, function graph, coordinate geometry, modulus, inequality, because these are the in thing today in the CAT exam.
Right, sir. I mean, modern maths was always a bit shaky. I did not attempt very difficult questions from modern maths. I mean, I used to keep them for my second round. I used to finish all the arithmetic and the easy questions first, and then used to come back to modern math. Logs or let's say trigonometry were still doable, but something like functions or coordinate geometry, I was never able to do it.
So this
I
is
still managed to score decent. Yeah.
this is the point I want to make home here. Even toppers, those who are in IIM Bangalore, IIM Ahmedabad, they also have weak area, strong area. You can't become God in every area. Fine. And after talking to any of the topper, you will realize that they know how to manage their time, how to manage the strong area, weak area. So if you can manage yourself, I think nobody can stop you. So like you say, yeah, this is the main point. Na? Because of function graph and logs, people quit CAT. नहीं यार मैं CAT नहीं दूंगा, बहुत tough है, ये है वो. अरे मत करो यार, बाकी area पे focus करो. There are other areas as well, which you can help you clear the cutoff. And being a non-engineer, you get 3 to 5% extra marks in almost every college. So that will give you extra brownie points. So modern maths, you said, is one area which you left. Any other area, numbers, geometry, time, speed, distance, PNC, which you felt was your bad area?
No, so geometry was something that that was always doable. I mean, I did the theorems, and with practice, I mean, initially it was not, but with practice, geometry is something that can be developed. And I would urge everyone to not like completely leave geometry also, because geometry is something that if you devote time, you can do it. It looked daunting to me in the beginning. And time, speed work and PNC were, I mean, yeah, these were easy to me. So yeah, I did that from the beginning.
Right. So again, all depend upon how much. Okay, now we move to the main part. How many months it took you? It will take me. Suppose I'm a BCom grad. How many months it will take me to improve my maths? And by improvement, mean first of all, how much you scored in maths in the final, if you remember?
I remember my percentile was 98.8.
In
I
maths,
don't remember the
quant. 98.8. Okay. So 99 percentile, I guess, is 14 question correct. So let's talk around 12. Let's keep it on 12 question, right? So how many? 12 नहीं होगा, 14 होगा. I think 14 या 15 तक जाएगा आपका. 15 question correct. So how many months of preparation?
I mean, so it's again how much time you can devote, but if you're devoting like an hour or 2 hours daily, then and you are starting from scratch, you have not done anything, then 6 to 8 months is a good enough time. I mean, you can do better than 15 questions definitely if you put an hour a day for 6 to 8 months straight with proper practice in terms of mocks and all. That is definitely doable.
Right.
Because I started. Yeah. Yes, yes.
Sorry. Carry on. You just started?
No. I started somewhere around May, and the exam was in November. So I think my first 2 months I just did my revision and the basics and the easier questions, and then I started practicing through various mocks and modules and sectionals. Yeah.
Super. So even if I start today, I can do it. 6 months ka time is enough. Again, depend upon how much time you're going to dedicate. So I'm just open up the sheets. CAT score versus percentile. So 99 percentile is 36 marks in quant. This is this year paper. You are CAT 2020, right?
Yes.
So which means 12 question, right?
Okay.
So this was the 12 question, right? Fine. Perfect. So guys, he's in front of you. He is telling the same thing which everyone will say ki bhai, no, you can't be God in every area. So of course, if your verbal is strong, then try to survive the quant session so that I can do more and try to do better in the other areas where you're good in. Quant ho gaya, DLR ho gaya. DLR, verbal and DLR, everyone is same. So I can't say I'm an engineer or non-engineer. Nobody have any advantage. Main problem, I think, come maths. Within maths also, especially the modern maths. I still don't know why they have to give 8 questions out of these topics. And then give 5 marks extra to non-engineer. Kyun de rahe ho bhai? Usse achha topic nikal do. Then you don't need to give extra marks to anybody. Okay. Once you join the college, do you feel any kind of this thing that you are a BCom grad, so you will not be able to cope up with your MBA preparation, or this, or same for everybody?
No, sir, it's very same. Everybody starts on the same page. Though, I mean, there's not a lot of maths involved here, right? It's a lot of application and it's a lot of case understanding. So if you have general logic, general understanding, if you read the news, if you read what is happening in the business domain, and you know things, you'll be able to catch up. And even if you don't, you will have to do it once you enter a business. So,
Right.
so that way it's pretty much manageable.
Right. And even if you have to use maths, you have to calculate, the calculators are there. So you are allowed to use calculator before MBA, you are allowed to use calculator after MBA, during MBA, but just during the exam, you're not allowed to use calculator. You're not allowed to use a scientific calculation and all. Otherwise, har jagah tumhare paas, you have all the tools. You just need to know how to manage all these tools. I think that's all MBA is all about.
Definitely, sir.
Right. Superb. Superb. So can I know about your academic record? Because IIMB means academic record, strong academic record.
Right, sir. I mean, I am from the Assam State Board, so I scored a 94 there. So, and then in my 12th, I scored a 96.6 from
हमारा
commerce.
इंटरव्यू
And in my
यही खत्म हो गया टॉक ओवर
and in my grad, I had a 8.8.
that sells. Yeah, the IIMB is obviously focused on that. And you had experience or you have no experience?
Yes, sir. I have 2 years of work ex at a Bain Capability Center.
So all these points added to your score. So that's for. So I am Bangalore ka hai yaar. They are very focused on academic record and work experience as well. I think highest marks, they are giving highest marks for experience across all the IIMs, other IIMs. Superb.
Yes.
Superb. Okay. Most of the people are focused on CAT. Most of the coaching classes or books are pro CAT exam. So you got 99.7 in that. So what extra you added after CAT exam? I don't want to talk about the CAT preparation because we already had covered that. I want to talk about what happened after CAT exam. So after CAT, before that, I know normally people get 1 month ka time, complete 1 month. And what was your journey or how I should prepare after the CAT exam till that exam?
No, definitely. So that was a very rigorous journey because I had not registered for any other exam between CAT and SAT. So my clear focus after CAT was that. That's A. B, in my head, CAT did not go very well. So I was like, I'm not sure where I'll be after CAT. So my focus is that, and I started the same the next day. I mean, so my first focus was A, to get a hold of the quant questions. There was generally I had not prepared anything extra for that till that moment. But then there were things like that has more difficult quants, or there is a lot of formula driven and it's a lot time based. So quant was definitely an issue. Second thing was decision making. So I had never done decision making in my life. So I picked up the past question papers, at least 5 to 7 year question papers, and solved decision making through my stipulated time, and then kind of tallied the scores and saw where am I going wrong or why is this answer correct? Why did I not think of it? So that was my strategy. Verbal was mostly fine. I was good in verbal, so I did not spend any extra time in verbal. But quant, a lot of questions I could not answer, or there were small nuances that were not taught in, let's say, a CAT class. So which were very useful and very useful tricks through which that questions could have been solved. So a lot of YouTube videos and calling up my engineer friends. Why is this happening like this? So yeah, all of those happened. But then yes, I put in that effort. That extra effort was required. And that time my office was also off because of the Christmas week and everything. So I got a week long off. So I did not go out and party and rather studied during that time. And therefore, yes, that was my story.
Right. So my G strategy mean गरीब बच्चा जो के CAT के बाद बर्बाद. And you said one very right point, because you are headless after CAT exam. You don't know how you have performed well or you have performed average, whatever. The result will only come to know after 1 month, after 40 days. So that time, rather than thinking about कि नहीं, I'm done with this thing, this and that, it's easy to prepare for other exams. And 2 things you need to do: just last year paper. You said right. Just go through all the last year papers and mocks. ये 2 चीजें कर लो बस. Decision making क्या होता है, ये क्या होता है, you'll immediately come to know. Give 1 mock, you'll find out everything. Fine. I think
Definitely.
1 mock is more than sufficient to understand what I need to change, what I need to improve. Verbal and quant is almost same. You don't need to do much about those things. Mainly, I think decision making you can handle. So I think you can survive that thing. Okay, great, yaar. So great, yaar. Siddhant, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming and talking to us. It was a lovely having you on board, because a lot of doubts which are in the mind of everybody, so which got it cleared. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Completely understand. So thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you.